devotion. She can be won over through true devotion, and she removes all fears. So in this, you can see how Devi Parashakti is literally removing all the fears and bestowing you with liberation itself, going beyond fears, just because you express true devotion. And because she is Bhakti Priya and Bhakti Ghamya, she is the one who literally is the lover of true devotion. And through that devotion, she helps you achieve the ultimate. So you can just offer this Bihundi offering for any amount of money, for anything really, and it'll be accepted, and Devi Parashakti will remove all of your fears. The next slide, please. We can go on to the next slide. The next offering is the Sankalpa chanting. And Sankalpa chanting is the mantra, the prayer that you can offer to Devi Parashakti of your conscious resolution, your declaration. And the Sankalpa is whatever it is, either in the different rituals or even in the Guru Puja, Shiva Puja that we do every single morning as Hindus. In that, the Sankalpa is chanted for every single ritual. Before the ritual, we declare what we want to manifest through this ritual, and then proceed for the rest of the ritual. So the Sankalpa is always there, and then you can just chant the Sankalpa because it is itself a powerful mantra, a powerful prayer for experiencing and manifesting your reality. That is the beauty of the Sankalpa mantra. Whenever it is chanted for another person, that person, on their behalf, we are literally sending all the healing prayers, the blissful blessings, everything, and you'll be able to manifest whatever you want in your life. And the reference here we have is from the Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34. And it says that the goddess enchants this universe, and she herself gives birth to this universe. The goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. In this, it's literally saying that Devi Parashakti, unconditionally, without interest in anything, without asking for anything back, she gives you whatever you want. And in the same way, just through this beautiful mantra, after requesting and deeply offering our prayers at the feet of Devi Parashakti, she bestows us with all the auspiciousness. And she literally can fulfill all the fruition of our desires and wishes. Yes, let's go on to the next offering now. And here we have the Sahasranama Swarna Kaku. And in the Hindu tradition, the Sahasranama is a very Sahasranamavali, the chanting of the names of your Ishtadevata, or chanting of the names of a specific god or goddess, is actually a very refined practice. It is something that it's very traditionally used, and continuously chanting the name or doing the japam of the name of God is a very powerful practice for attaining a very sacred space and even attaining Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Now, just doing this Sahasranamavali, chanting the names and the divine qualities of your Ishtadevata, of God, is so powerful because it literally, we are cherishing those divine qualities inside of our inner space. And the reality is that whatever we cherish in life, whatever we keep inside of the secret chambers of our heart, and we're continuously ruminating on, we're continuously holding inside of our inner space, whatever that is what you're going to manifest in reality. If you feel you are always in suffering, or if you feel you are always attracting situations where you are kept in suffering, whatever it is, that is what you are going to manifest into reality. If you keep all the time Mahavakya going on in your inner space, that is what you're going to manifest in your inner space. So in the Lalita Sahasranama, verse 731, Lalita, or Devi Parashakti, is described as Nama Parayana Prita, the very one who likes the repetition of her various names. And this is not out of coincidence. Beautifully, Devi Parashakti gives this as a technique just doing the parayana of her various names, which will help you manifest reality as you want it. So this is the offering of the 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. And it's a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. You can offer a gold coin inscribed with the 1008 names to receive the blessings to have the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, all the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. Yes. Now the next offering is the Mukta Anguti. First, let me chant this beautiful verse from the Meenakshi Pancharatnam, and then I will go on and explain the beautiful significance behind this offering. मुक्ताहारणलसत्किरीटरुचिरां पूर्णेन्दुवक्त्रप्रभां सिञ्झन्नूपुरकिङ्किनीमणिधरां पद्मप्रभावासुरां सर्वाभीतफलप्रदां गीसुतां वाणीरमासेवितां मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमकं कारुण्यवारान्निधिम्. And the English translation says, I bow down to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls in the face and a face shining like the full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of a lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. And I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. And in this, she is actually described as the one who is adorned with all of the pearls. And Mukta Harana means adorned with pearls. And the Devi Meenakshi is also the embodiment of compassion. And in a very similar way, the pearl is also symbolic of compassion. And that is, it's a representative of compassion. So that's why Devi Meenakshi is so often associated with pearls. And you can offer this beautiful offering of the Mukta Anguti to receive the blessings of Devi Meenakshi. And it's actually a very, very powerful offering to receive from Devi Meenakshi herself, because Meenakshi, being the previous incarnation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, also is a reviver of Kailasa, as it happened on planet Earth thousands of years ago. And she was the one who united all of the 56 deshas. At that point in human history, all of the different human civilizations were separated and not under one civilization. So for the first time, Devi Meenakshi had established all of the human civilization under one rule. And that is what happened as Kailasa, manifested as Kailasa on planet Earth through the kingdom of Madurai. And it's such a vast kingdom that has thousands of years of history, culture, heritage, that literally was all revived and is available on planet Earth today because of Devi Meenakshi. Now, with her space of radiating the space of Kailasa, and she literally conquered all the 8 directions and brought it under one rule. Her divine space of manifesting Kailasa, if that is just you even have one taste of that with the oneness of Devi Meenakshi and connecting to Devi Meenakshi, then imagine what all you can manifest in your life. That powerful space where she has literally manifested Kailasa on planet Earth, that is the space of Devi Meenakshi. And especially in a time with no technology, there's no way to communicate across the world other than literally walking barefoot, going by chariot, and taking a battalion there and going from one side of the planet Earth to the other. And that's exactly how she conquered all of the 8 directions. And the whole beauty of it is that she did this conquest out of a beautiful compassion, out of compassion for the whole of humanity, out of compassion for human beings. She made this whole, the whole revival of Kailasa happened at that time. And that is the same way that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving Kailasa today. So just connecting to Devi Meenakshi through this offering, you can have that same space, be blessed with the same space of Kailasa, and radiate the state, space, powers, and being of Devi Meenakshi. Have success in any of your ambitions. That is a beautiful sentiment that you can carry. And just to have that oneness experience with Devi Meenakshi, you can offer this Mukta Anguti. Yes, let's go on to the next slide. We can go on, Ma. Yes. So the next offering here is the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the golden lotus. In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, you will find a lot of different references, symbology, themes and motifs for the lotus symbology. And lotus has so much of significance in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. It is recognized as a divine flower, and that is because no matter if it is in polluted waters or pond waters or very little water, whatever it is, it always blooms. It has the same kind of elegance, resilience, radiance, and it still has that beautiful divine quality. And here in the Kamikagama, it actually says that all the kalashas in the worship of Paramashiva should be wound around with a suitable thread and covered with new cloth. And they should be adorned with a lotus flower made of gold. So as you can see here, this is a reference for the use of the golden lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. And that is exactly why we are offering it, because it is a divine flower with extremely pure significance. And it is told by Paramashiva himself that it should be used in his worship. And you can attain the same space of Devi Parashakti, being ever resilient and divine, elegant in any situation, adverse situation that you might find yourself in. Yes, let's go on to the next slide. The next slide, please. Yes. The next offering we have today is the Swarna Meti, the golden toe ring. And the neti, or the toe ring, has so much of significance in the Vedic tradition. In fact, the toe ring, which we know as in popular culture as a very fashionable jewelry, it is a source from Hinduism and has its origin in Hinduism, because the very toe ring is used to adorn the feet of Devi Parashakti, and also adorn the feet of any married woman, any woman who upon her marriage, she is bestowed with the toe ring, because the energy of Devi Parashakti is invoked in her. I'll just be chanting the verse where it refers to Devi Parashakti as the one who graces just from her toenails. So it says, Nakhadiditi samchana namajjana tamoguna Padadvaya prabhajala parakrita saroruha. And the translation says, you whose brightness from toenails destroys the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. You whose brightness from your 2 feet overpowers that of the lotus flower. So this is the verse from the Saundarya Lahari where the very feet of Devi Parashakti is glorified. And you can see that it's not just her feet, but even her toenails, if they grace you. Even if you just have the grace of just even an inch or a quarter of an inch on her toenails, you will be able to manifest anything in your life. You can remove all the darkness, the ignorance in your life. So you can offer this toe ring to Devi Parashakti, adorning her sacred feet in constant gratitude for receiving her blessings, even in the most difficult aspects of our lives. Yes, and the next offering that we have here is the Swarna Mantika, the golden hairline jewelry. And this offering is referenced from another verse from the Saundarya Lahari, where it says,